We're back. Yeah, it's been a while. I'd say about 2.5, 3 months. I keep wanting to do these videos. It's just I kind of keep getting distracted, and I'm in the middle of trying to plan my trip back to MDF and my birthday, and my birthday was a while back, but just so much has kept creeping up, and honestly, the motivation kind of dissipated for a while, but I kind of got bored of music for a little while, a good week or so, but it didn't stop me buying. But you know what? We're back. I got some fucking albums. Good stack. Some, I'd say a great old piece because this is something I've been looking for a really, really, really long time. Yeah, we got some German thrash, we got some Swedish death metal, some Dutch, some really classic bands, and yeah, we got some good stuff. Alright, start with, alright. So as you have probably picked up, I've been doing a lot of the high roller stuff, so we got the First Destruction demo, being Bestial Invasion of Hell, one of the, yeah, and then yeah, it's got the original demo and a rehearsal from '84 and one of those beautiful slip covers, and yeah, I'm not going to go into them because I've been into a few of these, but yeah, this was the original lineup. Tommy, Mike, and Schmier. Yeah, this sounds really good. High roller reissues, the sound quality is fantastic, and this is kind of like the odd one in the discography, without having Schmier singing. But this Cracked Brain is just a fucking banger of an album. It's a beautiful cover. I've always thought the monster looks something a lot like something out of Evil Dead, or if you've seen the first Blade, Wesley Snipes, like the blood monster Deacon becomes at the very end. But no, this is a banger. Some really good stuff on this one. We're just going to ignore the My Sharona cover. But we've got Ripping Off You Blind, Die a Day Before You're Born. Some bangers. And then obviously we've got, it's a demo, so these songs are redone all the time. Mad Butcher, Total Disaster, Tormentor. Yeah, this is good. These are good. I've got a lot of the majority of the classic stuff now. I've got, as you can remember, I've got Antichrist. Really want to get some of the latest stuff. Some that's really, really good, but just taking it easy, just getting a few here and there when I see them. But no, if High Roller is available for you to get like a CD you want, strongly recommend these. I've got so many of them now. I see this, see them come up, and I'm like, yeah, I'll spend the extra $5 just for the quality. The quality is fantastic on these. Alright, so this is, alright, let's go with the 2026 release. One of my favourite musicians across all genres is Michael Monroe. Obviously, he was the mastermind of Hanoi Rocks with Andy McCoy, and it's a shame what happened to Razzle, that fucking dickhead Vince Neil. But obviously, Hanoi Rocks is incredibly influential. I'd say they're one of the best bands of the 80s, and they are quintessentially the glam band. Whereas Mike would call it more of like big hat rock, but no, he's gone. Over the last 15-20 years, he's really done, really pushed out solo material. And we've got his new album. We've got Outer Stellar. This is just a Silver Linings one. I love the blue cover. I honestly think this is going to be in my top 4 of the year. Not because it's like the most perfect album, but it's just fun. And Michael's music is fun to listen to. It's like a bit of glam. It's like old glam, like David Bowie kind of stuff, mixed with like punk. I call it glam punk, but it's just catchy songs, and it's just it's just fun. Like, I think a lot of the album, as the ones before, was written by Steve Conti. And Rich Jones wrote a lot of the material on this one. And yeah, they go out, they still play quite regularly. Michael's in his, I think he's 63, 64 now, and he still sounds like he did in 1981. Carl, he plays with Danzig from time to time. You got Rich, that's the band, and from you got Steve, and I think last one is we have the legendary Sammy Yaffa, who was in the original the original Hanoi Rocks, but him and Michael have continued to release music over the years, and I think this, I say this is better than the last one, but the last 3 or 4 have been absolutely fantastic. I love this band, and I really wish they would play Australia, because that would be an absolutely fantastic show. It's just really good rock and roll, and it's no thrills, it's just catchy, simple groove, a bit of punk splashed in. It's just fun, and it's a kick in the dick. If they say rock and roll's dead in 2026, then fucking put this shit on. Alrighty, let's go with right, let's go with an album I was missing randomly that I shouldn't have been missing. That's Coma of Souls, Kreator. 19... of course, there's no fucking date on it, does it? I would say 1991, I think, maybe. I'm sure Maze of Torment sitting at his computer yelling at me for getting the date wrong again. But, no, 1990. Darn close, but, oh god, was this with Frank? Yep, this was the one they did with Frank Blackfire. Or one of the ones they did with Frank, famous from Sodom, and we'll talk about Sodom in a minute. I've never noticed there's quite a bit of German thrash in this collection, but I got your 2-disc, this is, not really sure where the live DVD's from. It's not live CD, I mean, but no, these noise reissues are fantastic, they sound great, and this is a great album. I would say People of the Lie, that main riff is really, really good. But Terror Zone, I think, has kind of always been my favourite. But gonna go see Kreator in a couple of weeks. It's gonna be fantastic. Their new album, Crushers of the World, is fantastic. I know they're just about to finish up the tour in Europe with Carcass and Exodus and Nails, and they're gonna go out and tour with Carcass in the States, not in 2 or so weeks. Yeah, they're on a really big high at the moment, and this is this image is just fantastic. That'd be a great tattoo. But no, another noise reissue, another fantastic album. Alright, let's go with some Dutch. So, Malignant. It's a very, 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 very unspoken about band in the the early Dutch scene. Their guitar player, Ben Janssen, I'm assuming is the correct way of saying it. He's one of the main guys in Inhume, another fantastic Dutch kind of like death grindy, kind of gore grindy style band. But no, this is Malignant with this is Malignant with the 91 demo, the rehearsal demo from 91, and some live rehearsal stuff, instrumentals and that. This is Vic Records. This was a reissue last year, and this is absolutely fantastic. I strongly recommend Day of Mourning, their first demo. That's fantastic, and so is this. This is really, really good. And the cover is fucking sick. I don't know how much of a booklet it's got, does it? Oh, no, the booklet has a bit of an interview. From 2024. And then the two before mentioned demos. Yeah, like, this is just good classic stuff. I remember getting this and texting a bunch of my friends, being like, "Oh, you got to check this out. It's fantastic." But this is a sick cover. That's probably the best way we can get it. This is very, very good. I'm a big fan of this release. So yeah, this is a gem to the collection. We're going to go with some... Alright, we're going to go with an MDF band. Next we're going to go with Terrifier from Pig Destroyer. Got to cover the tits. This is 2004, and I fucking love this album. I don't think Pig Destroyer has a bad album. I think they're stronger material. Headcase would be down the bottom of that material. But, no, this is just classic Pig Destroyer. I think this was the follow-up, or the album before. This was like right around Prowler in the Yard, so it's got a lot of that same sort of a style. But I do love this cover, like the red and the tits, sorry. The kind of just thing. Oh, it's a banger. It's a short album, but it's such a great time. But no, Pig Destroyer, Prowler in the Yard. You can see them in... Fuck, god damn it. Going to see Pig Destroyer, play Prowler in the Yard at MDF. But bought Terrifier, Pig Destroyer. Okay, so this was a reissue I was really, really excited about. Again, Sodom is doing a lot of their 90s stuff reissued. We had the Tapping the Vein reissue, which is fantastic. But now we've got Get What You Deserve reissue, which I've always thought that was a strange cover. But this was always on t-shirts or on the back of t-shirts, and I always thought like this was really awesome. I'm assuming, even though it's not really official, but I'm assuming that's Canadian Eyes, which is their mascot, or the Gas Man, taking off his mask. That mask on the back. Your beautifully written, expensive booklet with old school pictures and full interviews. I definitely know with Tom. I want to say maybe Tom and Andy, because he did the reissues on this, as he did the ones before. But no, this is a really... Yep, Andy's in this interview as well, because obviously Atomic Self has passed, not only recently really, but no, this is beautiful. It's just fantastic. And so this one's got this one has two different remixes. So the only one I've heard, they've got the 2016 remaster, they've got the 2016 Blitzkrieg remaster, and then they've got the EP that came out with the 2026 reissue, and oh god, if you can read that, good luck to you. They did a remix as well. I've only heard the Blitzkrieg remix. That was Maze of Torment's recommendation, for which he preferred, but I probably should go and give the other one a spin, probably knowing my luck. I will prefer that cut, but no. Chronologically, I would assume Gathering of Minds is next. Oh, sorry, Masquerade in Blood. Gathering of Minds is the first song. And if that is the case, I'm fucking stoked, because I really love that album. That album's incredibly heavy. But no, these Sodom reissues are fantastic. But I really think they need to also go back and redo In the Sign of Evil and Obsessed by Cruelty. Like, give a bit of love to them, because that's an era that is very interesting. I couldn't even tell you who the guitar player was in that era. Maybe they're still alive, still kicking, because obviously Witch Hunters have been gone for a while. Maybe there's some stuff in the vaults that could be shown. But yeah, Sodom has been, and I know Tom is very, very specific about what he wants and how he wants it done. So how they're doing these with a lot of love and passion. So these are very well done. So that's the new Sodom. Get What You Deserve reissue. I got 3-disc version. I think that's the only CD version you can get. But yeah, fucking great album. Didn't even talk about the album, just talked about this edition. But nah, this one's great. It's got the Angel Dust cover at the back, which is the Venom cover. Fucking great album. Alright, we're gonna go with a classic now. We're gonna go with Thin Lizzy and Johnny the Fox. Now this is 1977, and this is just a great fun time. What do we got? We Don't Believe a Word. I think that might be my favourite song. But some bangers. I think this might have been the... I'll have to pull it out. Sorry, not like that. We've got... Oh, alright, so it's got a bit of a rider. You can see with the red. And then we've got... So I'm assuming... Okay. I'm assuming it's going to be Robbo, the drummer, God, I can't even tell you what the drummer's name is. Oh, something Downey. Roger, possibly? No, that's probably wrong. And obviously, Phil Lynott and Scott Gorham. But no, this is a very fun album. A lot of Thin Lizzy is very underrated, and it's just an absolute... Brian, that's his name, because he does the Alive and Dangerous live band where he plays old Thin Lizzy songs. No, Johnny the Fox, absolutely fun time, and just one of the better bands of the 70s, and of all time, really. Alright, so this one, what do we say about this one? This one is Bloodbath, with their live album, Bloodbath over Bloodstock. This is from the 2010 show, so this was after Michael had come back and they'd done the Fathomless Mastery, and they were doing some shows again before Michael would end up leaving. But this one is in colour, unlike the Varkan Carnage one, which isn't. Oh shit. Which isn't, but they'd kind of gone for a zombie look, and Michael didn't want to do... If the story's true, Michael didn't want to do the makeup, so they got him to agree to putting like stigma things in his hands, so it looks like he's been stigmatized, which is when Jesus was nailed to the cross, like he should have been. But no, this also has the documentary about them, like talking about the history of at the time what was going on. And this also has some stuff from Partisan in Germany from 2 years previous in August. Which I think when they did the Varkan show, I think Partisan was possibly the only other show they did. Yeah, that timeline would make sense. Makes sense up here, I suppose. But no, this is fantastic. This was just a filler for the collection, but I'm glad to have it, and very nice, very nice. Digibook. No, this is a great time. This is a great live. This is a great live album, live DVD. Great time. So we're gonna go to Norway, and I'm not even going to attempt to say this album's name, but we're gonna go with Take. This is the 2002 album. This is one of my more favorited black metal bands. As everybody would know, or that is in the scene, knows this is Horst, something like that. He sings with a lot of. He's a live vocalist for Gorgoroth. I think he's been doing some of that Bloodfire Death. I think he's in another one, and he does. Obviously, this is like his main project, but no, this is the first one I've got so far in the collection. But I'm excited because there's a few more I want to grab. But no, Take, their 2002 album, which I will not even attempt to have a fucking guess at how you say that. Alrighty, so I was missing this, and this was one I did want to add, but I pulled the trigger purely because after Phil Campbell died, Phil the Bastard Campbell, or the Welsh prick, as Lemmy used to call him. He obviously passed away not too long ago. He's legendary for his tenure in Motorhead. Is the second longest member besides Lem. This is their 1996 album, Overnight Sensation, and this is an absolute fucking barn burner. There is some really good stuff on this. Some absolutely fantastic. It's Motorhead. There's no other way to say that other than we are Motorhead, and we play rock and roll. So I'm glad to add this to the collection. I think this might have been the first album they did as a 3-piece, but I probably am wrong. What do we got? Oh my! I've always enjoyed Listen to Your Heart. Overnight Sensation. I Don't Believe a Word. Yeah, it's just a dual case BMG one, and it's just fantastic. It's a shame about Phil. Obviously, I never got to see Motorhead, but it's been a long time since somebody's death in music actually hit me, because I had forgotten how much Motorhead meant to me as a music fan, as a simple music fan. But they're one of the greats, and alright, certainly not. God damn it! Last, but certainly not least, we have got a staple of Australian music, a staple of rock and roll across the world. If they aren't, they should be. But we have got my favourite thing that's come out recently in the last year or so. Got a lovely, I guess they call it a clam box set of the first 4 Rose Tattoo albums. You've got, it goes by a bunch of different names, but I think this is the European name. We've got the Rock and Roll Outlaws. You've got Assault and Battery. We've got Scarred for Life, and we've got Southern Stars. Yeah, they all come in little sleeves, but that's whatever. But the reason I wanted to pull them, and I'll show you the rest of them, reproduction sleeves, so they're not mind-blowing, but they're just kind of good. But they're remastered, and they sound absolutely fantastic. The book was a very, very expansive. How do I do this? There's a booklet like with, I think it's a new interview possibly, and they. Yeah, it's just. Oh, it's got, what do we got? We got two posters from 81, 1979, 70, 78, I think, here as well. We've got. Oh, this is just an absolutely fantastic thing. Yeah, this is a new. This is so this is Classic Rock and Rock Candies, September. This is some sort of a write-up from September of last year. But this is just beautiful. I don't know if I've mentioned it on the channel, but Rosetta's is maybe the best Australian band we have. One of the best bands in rock and roll. They've been doing it for 50 years, and they're going out harder and faster than they ever did. But obviously time has caught up to them, and Angry and the boys have decided that they're going to call it a day on New Year's Eve, and they're actually going to be playing my town in a couple of, I think about 2.5 months, and I'm going to go see them again for the third time in 3 years. Purely, not because it's the last time, because of how fucking good of a show it is. Every single time it is just 75-80 minutes of rock and roll, no fills, no nothing, just rock and roll. If I was going, I'll recommend a song off each album. We'll go with Remedy from the first album. That's a banger. I'm gonna say Out of This Place from Salt and Battery, but I would maybe throw in Rock and Roll is King. Which kind of ruins the thing, doesn't it? Scarred for Life from Scarred for Life, and then Texas maybe. Oh, I'm already fucking recommending 2 songs, aren't I? And then from the last one, I'll say Death or Glory. But like I have been saying, we'll also throw Freedom's Flame. And the radio said rock and roll is dead. I love this band, and I have waited so long for their music to become available again. I think they're remastering some of the stuff, because I've got like a near flawless discography, which is really rare, and they've only done like 7 albums. But the first one is such a such a cult thing in Australia. It's ridiculous. I forget if you grew up here, you forget how many songs you know by Rosetta just from the radio here. Well, it says 81. I don't think that's right. That can't be right. Maybe the dates are wrong, but whatever. Rosetta. This is. I'm afraid to put this back in the car, because I know if I put it in the car, it's going to live in the car for about a week. But this is so fucking good. I love this. I love this. This is my favourite thing at the moment. But yeah, that's about it. I just want to say thank you. I know I keep saying I'll come back, but I don't. And then I do, and then I don't. I have got another video idea I'm going to do. I just got to find some things, possibly. Yeah, we got a great stack. At this current time of recording, I don't have anything on order. I should try to get the new Vomitory, which is fucking great. I really want to get the new At the Gates. That is fantastic. Tompa would be proud of that. I should get that new Exhumed. Oh, what else is... I think that's all I kind of want at the moment, but I really need that new Vomitory. That's That's the duck's nuts, for lack of better words. But no, I just want to fucking thank everybody for watching the videos. I know it's a lot of me rambling and forgetting things and getting messages from Maze of Torment telling me that I'm a fucking idiot because I forgot this particular date or that, but no. So thank you, stay brutal, stay underground, fuck you.